Hey, what's up? Super Jump Reviews. You're watching the Rayman Origins review for the PS Vita. The first thing about this game that caught my attention was the sound and music. There's no denying it. The audio in this game is fantastic. It has a certain charm to them. I can't quite explain it. It is really unique. Sound effects are wacky but appropriate, funny and lighthearted. Music is extraordinary. That's how I describe it. Each score complements the environment so perfectly. It truly is a joy for the ears. It has this sort of magical Disney quality to them. I would buy the soundtrack to this game if they had it. It sounds the best when you play it with headphones on. The gameplay is in one word, addicting. It's a side-scrolling platformer that's done very well. Levels involve you collecting and freeing Electoons while trying to avoid and punch enemies who get in your way. Every world you complete ends in a cleverly crafted boss. You move one side of the screen to the next, which sounds simple enough, but it's the execution that makes this such a great game. New abilities gained through freeing the nymphs allow for new and clever ways to navigate the environments. Everything just flows so nicely together. The only time I noticed some slowdown was during the loading screen, but then again, it's a loading screen, so who really cares if there's slowdown there? Other than that, the game plays perfectly. This is the perfect pick up and play Vita game. It allows you to put in as much or as little time as you want. How are the graphics? Well, if you're familiar with the console version, then you'll be happy to know there is no difference here. This game looks amazing, and for some reason I feel like it looks even better on the PS Vita. I think the OLED screen just makes the 2D artwork stand out more in my opinion. This has been said about 2D games before, but I truly felt like I was watching a cartoon. It looks that good. Environments are highly detailed, offering a variety of color and animation, and every area has its own theme and personality. My favorite is the underwater levels. Try this. In the middle of the night, play an underwater level with the headphones on. An overwhelming feeling of mystery and wonder takes over, as if you've somehow been transported to that exact location in time. I can't quite explain it, but trust me, it's like being at Disney World. And no, I wasn't high on drugs when I was playing this game. The playable characters are also cool to look at. Each have their own distinct look and animation, along with their advantages and disadvantages. I like how the fat one would slide on his butt in the ice levels. Now onto the controls. I'll be honest, it will take a few minutes to get used to the controls, but a few minutes is all you'll need, because after that the controls are just as responsive as they are on the console versions. If you've never played the game before, the jumping mechanics will feel a little floaty at first. I won't lie about that. But trust me, you will get used to it. More abilities are gained through running and rescuing captured nymphs. Some of the later levels are a little tougher and do require you to use each ability in succession to navigate through. But the game is balanced so well that you realize the reason you died was by your own fault and not the controls. It's this type of addictive gameplay that keeps you coming back for more. That's all I really have to say about the controls really. I have no complaints. They're just really good. You also have the option to use the D-pad, but I think the analog sticks offer more precise control. Special moves are also easy to perform. One thing to point out where I think the Vita version has an advantage over the console version is the inclusion of touch controls. You know when you attack an enemy and they inflate? Well, in the Vita version, you can use the touchscreen to finish them off. You can also collect some of the Electoons this way too. The game doesn't force you to use touch controls, which is always good, but I found it way more effective and efficient. It also led to me dying a lot less. I had fun playing this on the PS3, but I had even more fun playing it on the Vita. It was probably because I was able to lie in my bed and still have the console experience right in my hands. You know, sometimes right before you have to go to bed, you want to get in a few minutes of gaming, but you're just too lazy to turn on the TV and put the game in. Well, this gets rid of all that. It's just so much more comfortable and convenient. And no compromises had to be made just because you're playing on a portable handheld. Believe me, this Vita version looks, sounds, and plays just like it does on the consoles. I put in so many minutes before bed that this eventually became my first platinum on the Vita. So what score would I give this game? 1 goes to games that are poop, 2 is meh, 3 is good, 4 is great with an exclamation mark, and 5 is outstanding. This game gets, without a doubt in my mind, a solid 5 out of 5. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you could, hit the like button and subscribe, because that would make me very happy.